Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome to your January 13th, 2021 AEW Dynamite Review Night 2. And man, what a show it was, what a main event. But first, let's dive into what happened last week, like what you really care about. And so Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks were backstage. They were being interviewed, and everyone was pretty happy, like, oh, the band is back together. So Kenny Don Callis was like, yo, the Young Bucks, you should get your own entrance. I like your music. So Kenny gets he does the whole thing for his entrance. And then Don Callis was like, take a break. Let me introduce the tag team. So they were like, Don Callis was introducing, and it was supposed to be the Young Bucks, but then it turned out the Good Brothers, and Young Bucks were backstage with Tony Khan, confused, and they were not happy. So, Good Brothers and Kenny Omega versus Danny Limelight and the Varsity Blondes, Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison. This match, I guess, went longer to showcase Danny Limelight. He looked really good. But at the end, obviously, Good Brothers and Kenny Omega, they win. And then there was a big brawl afterwards. Jon Moxley, he attacks Omega, Gallows, and Anderson. So I'm like, oh shit, are the Young Bucks gonna help Moxley? And before you know it, the Lucha Bros came in to help Moxley. Young Bucks came out, and then but then the Lucha Bros, they attacked Young Bucks. So it looks, I don't know, what's happening is confusing, but it looks to be like the Young Bucks still might be with Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers. We shall see. We shall see, guys. I honestly don't know. But then that was that. And then the other thing you should care about, which you probably did care about, is the Darby Allin versus Brian Cage. Now, this one was brutal, guys. What a match this was, though. Darby Allin versus Brian Cage for the AEW TNT Championship. Now, this was Darby Allin's first title defense as TNT Champion. And, man, from the start, Brian Cage beat the holy hell out of Darby Allin. He was in the ring and, like, threw Darby Allin into the table outside. From then on, and then Darby started bleeding from there on. And then Darby Allin started to get some moves in. He tied Brian Cage with his belt at one point. He managed to escape that. And then Darby Allin was going to go for a move, and Ricky Starks got involved, but then Sting came out. It went dark. Sting came out, and he hit Ricky Starks with a belt. Then this allowed Darby Allin to do a crucifix driver bomb off the top rope onto Brian Cage for the 1, 2, 3. And Brian Cage immediately got up, and then, as you're going to see, hopefully in the thumbnail, Sting and Darby Allin in the ring, and Team Taz all fucked up. But Brian Cage looked like a monster, and he looked good in the feet. I mean, honestly, what did you expect? It was Darby Allin's first title defense. Darby Allin looked strong. He got all beat up, but then he kicks out at one. So, like, everyone looked strong in this match. And I don't know, but this was way too early for Darby to lose a title so soon and shit. So I really have no problem with this. You shouldn't either. I mean, it was, but what a match, man. It was a brutal match, honestly. And then, and throughout the night, they were doing a big fight field. They were showing video packages of the feud. So then you had a video package for Eddie Kingston versus Pac. Eddie Kingston versus Pac, pretty good match, but I don't know. I felt that Eddie Kingston needed to win more because he just lost recently to Moxley and this and that. But the way it's panning out, looks like this was setting something up. So post-match, Pac wins, and Pac is doing a submission move on Eddie Kingston. I don't know why, if he's a babyface. I don't know. Then Darby Allin, Lance Archer runs to the ring, and he runs them off, but then stares down with Pac. So I don't know if this is setting up Pac versus Lance Archer, and this is why they did that for Pac. I honestly don't know. But that was that. Then you had Chuck Taylor versus Miro. Everyone's complaining about Miro, but Miro looks strong, and he won in like 5 minutes. So Miro beat Chuck Taylor, so now Chuck Taylor's got to be Miro's bitch for like a whole month. The heels drag Chuck, and Orange Cassidy looks on. Matt Hardy and Private Party interviewed backstage. Matt, you know, the Private Party, they signed, quote unquote, to the Matt Hardy brand, but then the Private Party, they complained about Matt taking 30% of their earnings and like 50% of some other shit. I don't know, other Twitch or third streaming. So obviously this was a shot at WWE, which was pretty funny. But and so this sets up for a 6-man tag match next week. Chris Jericho and the Inner Circle, they make their entrance for the Resolution. It was pretty funny. Jake Hager was like, championships, yeah. And, you know, the rest, they're like this and that. MJF's like, I want to be good with my brothers and this and that. And Chris Jericho's like, I want to, me and MJF plan on being the tag team champion. And everyone's like, what the hell? Even LAX, which is nice. Sammy Guevara's like, I know what's going on here. You're a tag team slut to Chris Jericho. And so there's a triple threat tag match next week. But then MJF's like, all right, bring it in, guys. Bring it in. And Ortiz, I think it was Ortiz. No, Santana. He's like, yo, MJF, what the fuck? Why is your finger darker than your face? And MJF's like, Poppy, come on, you're ruining it. So that's pretty fucking funny. You know, that was pretty funny what they were doing. But then the Dark Order, they were interviewed backstage, and I guess they might be a babyface team, honestly, from now on. And so they're like, yo, we need to know next week, Hangman Page, if you join the Dark Order, which isn't so bad as it would be a babyface team anyway, so it really doesn't matter, honestly. But this is just giving him something to do before he takes the belt off of Kenny Omega. Then you had the Kenny Omega stuff. Then you had, oh man, Britt Baker and the waiting room stuff with Cody. This was pretty funny. Jade Cargill comes, and then Britt Baker's like, yo, Cody, you know, your wife, what the fuck is her name? Brandy Rose, she's out for 9 months. That's good. It was pretty funny stuff. And, you know, Britt Baker's awesome. She's going to be the next AEW Women's Champion. It makes sense. It needs to happen. She is what you care about the most, besides Thunder Rosa, but personality-wise, she's fantastic. So they had a thing, and then they showed what happened last week with Rosa, and Rosa's like, yo, none of this shit. It's going to be me versus you at Beach Break 1-on-1, so nowhere to go. February 3rd. So February 3rd, you get to look forward to Beach Break. So Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa there. And Britt Baker was angry. FTR versus Jurassic Express. It looked like Jurassic Express got new music. I don't know. Apparently not. It's just for Jungle Boy, but who the fuck knows at this point. But obviously, Marco Stunt is used how he should be, how he is, really. He's not doing crazy stuff like on his own. He needs someone to do it with him. But eventually FTR won the match. So that was really good to see, honestly. Obviously, they were going to win. Then Tay Conti and Serena Deeb. I'm not going to spend too much time on this match, because if I do, I'm going to get in trouble. But Serena Deeb versus Tay Conti, and obviously Serena Deeb won that match. So if you were expecting Tay Conti, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but no, she did not win. So that's going to be... So, and then the main event, Darby Allin versus Brian Cage. So there you go, guys. That was it for your AEW Dynamite review. If you guys enjoyed what you saw in this video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn the notification bell on. I may have a new video out tomorrow. So later, guys. I love you.